Ace is back, gamers, and today we are going to be looking at the Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 figures of Blanka and Sagat. So let's go ahead and see what we got. But before we get into the review of these big figures, I would like to talk about the packaging of these figures. And the only way that I can describe the packaging, based on my opinion, with a certain meme.
That's a thick-ass ball! No!
Anywho, here's the side-by-side differences between the two boxes. For these deluxe figures, they will be priced $5 more at $29.99. But on the other hand, a figure like Guile here will be priced around the regular price point of $24.99. But now it's time for the review. We are starting things off with Blanka.
You're going to Brazil!
Oh man, the painting and sculpting on this figure is... Where do I even begin with this figure? Like, oh my god, Jada Toys actually cooked on this figure. One of the best things that I like about this figure is the choice of the green they decided to use. Like, this feels like he got pulled straight out of concept art of Super Street Fighter 2. With him and Sagat being the first two figures of the Deluxe series, I gotta say, Jada Toys is gonna be knocking out of the park with these type of figures. I know, I can't stop glazing Jada Toys. But anyways, it's time to look over his accessories. For starters, Blanka will come with a teeth gritting head and a pair of fisted hands that'll be on the figure already. And he'll come with one interchangeable pair of hands and an alternate head sculpt of him yelling. I would also like to mention that the hair for him is actually a soft rubber material, just like what they did to Ken here, so that will really help with the articulation. And for his effect piece, he'll come with none other than his lightning effect. Are you serious, Blanka? Did you really have to do that? It's okay, Blanka. I'll let it slide for now. But I'll only let you do it once for this review. So without further ado, let's go over his articulation. Just get out of the way, Ryu. The head will sit on a double ball peg on the top with a hinge on the bottom of the neck, the usual shoulder joint, a decent range on the butterfly joints, the bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows that get very good range for a beefy figure, the wrist swivel with the horizontal hinge, a ball joint to the diaphragm and a ball joint to the waist that gets him crunched forward very well, and he can crunch back too. A ball joint to the hips that could kick very high, and he can kick forward a lot, but he'll tend to kick to the side with the help of the soft rubber crotch piece. There's a thigh swivel which is hidden by the shorts, double jointed pinless knees that could kick his own ass. There's an ankle swivel on the bottom. Also, the anklets are actually a separate piece, so that's awesome. And finally, the beautiful ankle pivot. So far, Blanka has been stealing the show as of lately, and this figure, in my opinion, is leagues better than the Marvel Legends Maximum Hulk that comes with reused parts. And Hulk should probably learn from him! But now, as the curtains close for him, it's finally time to review Sagat. Oh no, not again. No! Looking at the Muay Thai Emperor himself, the painting and sculpting on this figure is actually pretty good. I've heard some complaints about people saying that Sagat's sculpt is very soft on him when they first got the figure in hand, because that's what Jada is mostly known for like a very soft sculpt. But I kind of see most of his muscle definition on him, but I mean, what are you gonna do? One of the things that I really like about this figure is how Jada sculpts Sagat's scar on his chest. And if you're wondering how he got the scar in his chest, is because Ryu delivered a devastating Shoryuken on him. Shoryuken! And of course, his dogs have to be out, but we're gonna get to them later when I go over his articulation. One nitpick that I had with this figure at the time is that there was a bit of leftover paint left on his right bandage. but I removed it with the nail polish remover. Meanwhile, editing this, another design choice that I really like about this figure are his shorts. Instead of the usual matte finish they go with all the time, Jada used a bit of glitter on his shorts to replicate Muay Thai kickboxers. Onto his accessories, Sagat will come with a stoic head sculpt and a pair of fisted hands that'll be on the figure already. For his alternate hands, he kinda has like these claw looking hands, and for his alternate head sculpt, you will have this teeth gritting head as well. For his effect piece, he'll come with the usual tiger shot effect. And to go along with this tiger shot effect, it comes with a stand as well. But this time around, the articulated part of the stand is much longer than the usual standard. But anyways, let's go over his articulation. There will be a double ball peg on top of the neck and a ball joint to the lower half of the neck. The shoulders that could go horizontal. For the butterfly joints, according to June from Jada Toys, he said that these figures are going to pose like an import, and saying that these butterfly joints are going to reach to a 180 degree. And he's not lying in my opinion. And I did a little comparison with the butterfly joints with Ryu and Sagat. The bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, the wrist with the horizontal hinge, a ball joint to the diaphragm, and a ball joint to the lower half of the waist. And I want to bring this up, Sagat's back will have a little shelf, and if you make him crunch forward, the scar will tend to break the sculpt. The hips are on ball joints so he can kick up pretty high. With the help of the soft rubber crotch piece, Sagat will tend to kick back, but he'll tend to kick to the side a bit. A thigh swivel hidden by his shorts. Double jointed pinless knees that almost kick his own ass. An ankle swivel which is hidden by his bandages. The ankle pivot. And for the first time in this line, a toe hinge. And the characters that will get this treatment are Balrog, E Honda, Akuma, T-Hawk, and Zangief. So with all of my yapping out of the way, it's finally time to do some figure comparisons. First up is Ryu and Ken. Next is Guile and Chun-Li. Here's Dhalsim and Cammy. Here they are next to Fei Long and DJ. Here they are next to M. Bison and Jada Toys Mega Man. And lastly, but not least, here they are next to the Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. To give you my final thoughts on these figures, I gotta say, Jada Toys is still cooking. And if I have to pick who won this round, in my opinion, it has to go to Blanka. But don't get me wrong, I still love this Sagat figure. If you want to pick these guys up for yourselves, these are currently hitting Target, but I'm not too sure if Walmart's gonna get them. But as of this recording of June 2025, we are in the home stretch. But anyways, this is Ace, signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.